Heya folks, how's it going? If you don't know me, I'm Lexi, and here we talk about a new game every week, once a week. So be sure to subscribe and keep watching. Thank you. Today we are talking about a game that I have been sent a copy to review. I always love hearing what people are working on. I want to say thank you to Ohad Reader for sending me today's game. Today's game brings a couple of different elements together, most of them from B-grade movies. There's a lot to talk about, so let's dive on in. This is The Calling. The Calling takes place on a version of our Earth. In the future, humanity has reached the stars. This game takes place after that, though. A cataclysmic event occurred early in this period, wiping out most of humanity and the technology that allowed us to reach the stars. The one thing that has survived well is movies. Mostly movies from the 20th and 21st century. The landscape this game takes place in is known as the Wild East. The world has been shaped by movies, as they are for these people the only connection to the past that they have. Perhaps movies aren't fully truthful, but they have shaped the world as everyone knows it. Towns look like they are straight out of an old western, except for a pagoda building known as a temple where nuns who know martial arts show movies every day, with an accompanying lesson imparted from the movie. You can learn many skills at these temples, including fighting. Clearly, the Wild East is a referential setting. This world loves the world of movies, and this setting is a humorous one that has allowed a lot of genres to come together. The three main ones that have inspired this game, though, are westerns, wuxia fighting films, and some B-grade science fiction films. You can create a lot of very interesting and different characters in this game, inspired by the world of the silver screen. In this world, there are many mysterious threats. The Wild East can be a lawless place with a lot of factions. Beyond this, there are ruins of the great cities where humanity once stood tall. Some people, brave or foolish enough, go into them looking for old technology which can fetch an extremely high price. This landscape also hosts a variety of monsters. Some of them perhaps formed by the Armageddon event, others perhaps remnants of previous technology. While these forces are all very dangerous, the player characters have a force on their side, a star god. I won't reveal exactly who or what these star gods are, but players and their characters can call upon the star gods for aid in their time of need. Though these gods would like a compelling case about why they should help you. While the exact details of this world aren't written out into extreme detail, there's a lot of interesting possibilities that can be found in this world. Open wilderness, towns, destroyed cities, and potentially many other mysterious locations. I also have to mention something that I really love about this game, which is the currency. The currency of this world are frames from film reels. While all the movies that are shown in the pagoda temples are digital, the world of the movies and their presence and importance to humanity are so revered that film frames have become the dominant form of currency. Most adventurers will carry only a couple of frames. To be really wealthy is to have a string of frames. A reel of frame is a vast amount of world. This game mostly uses d6s. Players have 5 attributes: muscle, grace, insight, resolve, and charm. Generally, for most tests, you will roll 2 d6s and then add your score from your attribute to the result. The appropriate attribute must be the one that you are adding. Sometimes, if you are not particularly good at a skill, rather than rolling and adding your attribute, you will have to apply a penalty. Characters in this game also have access to masteries, which will allow them to bolster some rolls. These masteries might be special attacks, extra attacks, special abilities, combat buffs or debuffs, or some sort of ongoing effect. effect. These masteries generally each have a condition that must be met to activate the mastery, and some form of a cooldown period so you can't just instantly reactivate it. You also have in this game skills. If you are doing a test for a skill that you are proficient in, you will get to add your attribute. There are also rules in this game for various penalties, say for heavy armor, being mounted, or other things that might affect how your character functions in a given situation. As a fun little aside, in this game if you roll 2 6s, that's known as midnight, and something cool will happen. If you roll 2 1s, however, that is snake eyes, and that is generally always a failure. Unless, of course, your character can successfully make their case to the Star God, and the Star God might decide to bend fate and turn that 1 into a 6. To start building a character in this game, you have a look at what dojo they belong to. This is broadly referring to a fighting style. You could be a mounted beast rider, a cyborg, or you could wield a katana. That's just a couple of examples, there are so many more. You can actually advance your skills in these fighting styles as you adventure and gain access to more cool styles and more cool options in your fights. Then you need to pick your calling. Why is your character out adventuring? You could be a nun struggling to find inner peace, a cowboy who seeks justice in the wild east, or a Viking seeking glory. Yes, this game has Vikings. They aren't a historical Viking, but more so a pop culture impression. Of course, this list is not complete and there are a lot of other options in this game. They're all really cool and really exciting to think about playing. There's also a variety of equipment that your character might have for an adventure in this world. Some equipment though is rarer than others. Old tech from the previous era of space exploration is going to be the most difficult or the most expensive to acquire. I also have briefly mentioned the Star Gods. These are controlled by the Game Master. They're sort of like a player character for the Game Master. They're fickle, they have preferences, likes and dislikes. They also have their own reasons for helping the party. These Star Gods will in various ways be able to help the player characters. They're not omnipresent or omnipotent though, so they can't solve every single problem. The reason as to why they're called Star Gods and why there are limitations to their powers and what they truly want, I think I want to keep a bit of a secret. The base mechanics of this game are pretty simple and they really lean into the atmosphere that this game and its world creates. Though there are lots of variations, for most basic things you are rolling 2d6. To be a player in this game, I think you need to know your own character and your own mechanics pretty well, but I don't think you need to track each other's that closely. This is just a really cool little game. I find the setting really appealing and I love all the different mechanical options for player characters to engage in. I think there are a lot of different style campaigns that you could run in this world, though the tone does lead slightly less serious. I think having B-grade movies as an inspiration definitely influences the tone, but B-grade movies also have some really cool moments. If you've ever enjoyed a B-grade film, I definitely think you should at least consider checking this game out. If you would like to play a game in a world that is influenced by B-grade films and you like the sound of 3 genres coming together, this is definitely a game I would encourage you to pick up. A physical copy has become available for this game through Drive-Thru RPG at just $30, and for how thick this manual is, I certainly think you're getting a lot for your $30. This game has really brought a smile to my face talking about it, but let me know what you think. Do you have a favorite B-grade movie genre? Tell me about it in the comments below, or if you were to make a character in this game, do you have any concepts that you think would fit in? While you're telling me all about that, I encourage you to like, subscribe, turn on notifications, maybe share with a friend. It all encourages people to see what we're doing here. I also have a Ko-fi page where you can donate to the channel or just see what I am up to today. I hope you're all well, and I look forward to seeing you next time at the gaming table. Bye!